Hello to everyone. In this video we are going to analyze what are the catastrophists and what the catastrophists with their idea influence the society. When we talk about catastrophists, in general, we talk about people that in the area where they are specialized consider that the world is coming to an end. And there are many of them in different areas. For example, at financial level, or at environment level, or at political level. So let's try to understand how they explain their reasonings. For example, at financial level, there are many economists that analyze the stock exchange that they consider that it is unsustainable and we are on the border of a big market correction, a big crash that could destroy up to 90% of the stock value. Unfortunately, I'm listening this song since too many years. And yes, there have been corrections that have affected the life and the savings of millions of people. But after a while, the market has recovered. The only correction in history that affected for a very long time has been during the Depression of the 30s. But it is the only case that has affected the life of citizens for many years. We talk about more or less of a couple of decades. And then there had been during that time also a terrible war. Therefore, it is also understandable the fact that this terrible depression affected for so many years, and not only the United States, but the whole world. So how the catastrophists explain their reasoning? Well, actually they have sometimes ideas that are understandable. The fact is that most of the time their idea doesn't reflect the reality and what they are saying doesn't happen. For example, during the COVID crisis in the year 2020 and with the rise of the interest rates a couple of years later, they were considering that the IA stocks or the technology stocks would fall practically to a value close to zero. And they were criticizing Katie Wood for the ETFs that she was managing. The results has been actually quite the opposite. Yes, it is a very risky asset, but actually it has recovered pretty well. For example, if we change the area of analysis from the financial analysis to the environmental analysis, there are many ecologist groups that consider that we are at the doom of extinction. Actually, there is one group of ecologists that is called the last generation, that they like to express their idea also destroying piece of art. So they consider, with the same name that they have used to name themselves, that this is the last generation of on Earth. So, yeah, it could happen some factors that destroy the Earth, but we are not at the doom of extinction. Having said that, we also have many catastrophists at geopolitical level. People that consider geopolitical events as events that could destroy the life on the planet, the culture on the planet, and the future of humanity. Also, in this case, they have sometimes good explanation that sustain their ideas. But when we come at analyzing the results of their predictions, most of the time we discover that the fact of the matter is that their prevision, their forecast aren't happening. So the world keeps with its pace and things doesn't change in the way they have forecasted. So in life, sometimes probably it's better to wait the results of what is happening before considering events that aren't happening yet. And probably seeing the world in a catastrophistic way is a wrong way of seeing the world. Maybe it's better to find solutions to improve little by little the life, the finance, and the way we live, without considering that we are at a turning point that would change completely the humanity of our finance or the environment. It's much better to see things in perspective and wait actually what is happening, instead of screaming at the end of everything. This is my analysis, and I hope you share this video if you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel, give me your like, and send this video to your friends.